Hey Chris, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, John?
I'm making it.
Yes.
I'm pretty tired. Like I'm not you tired. I didn't put down flooring
Yeah.
today or yesterday.
Well, just today so far. I'll finish up tomorrow.
Wow.
So, because I had to stop a couple of times.
You're a beast, dude.
So I had to take Tori to her driving test or class or whatever it is.
How'd that? Oh, I guess
And then because she's got to do, I
think.
think, 5 of these.
Okay.
It's part of what we paid for. So dropped her off at 2, went back and got her at 4. In between, did a little bit of reading for what we're going to discuss tonight, just to make sure I have it straight in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, she's like, "Can we go to the mall on the way home?" Sure. So maybe I can complete the last 2 partial rows tonight and then keep going, and sometime tomorrow I'll have it done.
That's just impressive.
Well, it's the best time to do it. The boy's out of the country, so
Yeah.
his bedroom is all slammed in the living room right now.
And his floor is torn up.
Yes, but it's starting to come together. It looks nice.
Good. I mean, I would expect nothing else. But anyway, if you're going to do something, you usually do it pretty stellar. So,
Well, I'm just thankful that I grew up with my dad being a carpenter, so I feel comfortable with tools.
there you go.
So
I will tell you, coming from the other side of it, the uncomfortable with tools, like having to figure all that out by yourself it's pretty rough.
yeah,
And you just spend the whole time going, I'm making this up, man. Like, hope it works.
well, I mean the fun part is you go, I can save us some money if you let me go buy these tools.
Yes.
And that's how you grow your tool.
Yeah, I've done
collection.
that a couple times without telling her. I was like, well, you wanted that done, and I needed these tools to get it done.
And it made it cheaper.
I mean, it will for the next time probably, but it didn't make it cheaper this time.
Well, I guess it depends on the project. But
and the tool.
well,
I have a tendency to
did you buy Team Red or Team Yellow?
yellow.
All right. I keep it a little more affordable. I go Team Green.
Okay.
So, but they work. They get the job done.
What teal green or the other green?
Ryobi.
Okay, yeah.
Whichever green you want to call that.
Yeah, I think it's the teal green. The other one is
We'll go with it. Oh, the other is no, they're the blue. You're talking. I've got their miter saw, Hitachi.
Hitachi. Thank
And
you.
I think
was
now
like,
they're Metabo. I think is who bought them.
really.
Yeah, all these companies all get bought out all the time.
Yeah. No, I have a lot of stuff from asking a certain friend who has all of the yellow tools.
Yeah.
Like all of them. So went that direction. I have another friend who's a Ryobi guy, and he was like, or Makita guy, and he was like, you did wrong. It's like, oh man. Now you gotta anyway.
I wish I could afford the Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I mean, those tools are amazing. My dad has owned that reciprocating saw since I was in high school, and it still runs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to plug it in the wall. It's not battery, but it runs like a champ. And he's got a Hilti hammer drill from when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Again, still runs. He's had to have it repaired a couple of times, but the thing just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, back then, it's like I was talking to what were we having repaired? Oh, we were repairing we were getting our washer repaired, and the guy was like, I mean, how long have you had this? And I was like, well, it was the first thing that we bought as a married couple.
Mm-hmm.
So 17 years, almost 17 years. And he was like, yeah, they just don't last this long anymore.
No.
And I was like, oh, that's not good, because I was about to replace this one. Ugh.
Keep it for as long as you can.
Yeah, evidently.
As long as you can still find the parts. Same thing with refrigerators.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
It's all built to fail.
Okay. Oh, man. What was that?
Planned obsolescence.
Planned obsolescence.
It's real.
Did we talk about that last time, or was there like a...
No, last time we talked about security.
No, I watched Casey Neistat did he doesn't do as many... You know who Casey is, right?
I know the name, yeah.
Okay, so YouTuber was really famous. I think I would still consider him famous in the YouTube world, of course, but it kind of moved into more of a Godfather situation where he just doesn't make as many videos. It doesn't seem like he's relying on it for his major outlet of creativity. Anyway,
maybe he made enough money. It doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, it sure seemed like he was making a lot, but regardless, he made a thing about planned obsolescence because he had done a long time ago. He had done a video, calling out Apple for planned obsolescence when it came to the
batteries,
iPod battery, or was it?
There was definitely one with the iPhone battery.
Okay,
and they had to admit that they were using the code of iOS to actually make the batteries on older devices not last as long.
Yeah, I think this was before that even. I think it was. Okay. I think it was an iPod, and maybe it wasn't. But he was saying that like the battery died on it, and he just wanted a new battery, and they would not do it.
No,
and he like this was way back, way back that he made that and was interviewed and everything. He did it with his brother, and then was interviewed a lot in probably New York, but maybe more national coverage. But anyway, he did another thing about it because he was interviewing this guy who makes Game Boys.
Okay.
Now, but I mean they're not like the new fancy Game Boys that have like all the games on them and everything. They're Game Boys. They like you need a cartridge for the back.
Interesting.
But they're made like really well. And the idea, and they cost a lot, and the idea would be that, like, for super nerds, I guess, as the guy calls himself. I don't know, it was something like super nerd. That it was he was saying that this is like it's the thing where you hand it down to heirloom piece.
Heirloom, there you go, yeah. Family heirloom.
I was like, well, I mean, why not?
I mean, if it's designed to last, why not?
Sure. I always remember the cartridges giving up before the Game Boys.
Yeah.
You can only blow in that thing so many times.
True. Very true.
Anyway. Hey, I brought beer, but you brought beer.
I did.
So what do you have?
All right. The first one is the Wild Acre Brewing Bock Imperial Bock, a Texas take on the Doppelbock. It's 8.8%. I've never had it before.
I mean, it sounds like there should be a chicken on
it. The Bock, yes.
Bock.
Bock.
It's a Bock. It's
there's a
Doppelbock.
There's some kind of bird, if that helps.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds. Oh, is that a chicken? I think that is a chicken.
It should be a chicken. There needs to be a chicken.
I'm calling that a chicken.
Oh, yeah, it's a rubber chicken.
Yeah, rubber chicken. That works. Rubber chicken. There's a ram's head. Apparently, there's an atomic bomb going off.
Okay.
Cowboy riding an armadillo. There you go. So I have that.
Super fancy.
New one. And then another new one. And this one drew me in by the name. And so if you're going to make this the name of your beer, you had better deliver.
Yeah.
This one is called Plutonium 239. So I'm going to give it a shot.
I mean,
obviously I have enough here. If you want some of this, you can have some too.
It says coconut.
It's a porter. But
it says coconut.
I understand that, but it's the name. It's the name. That's what made me go,
oh, sure.
Okay. That's bold.
Bold.
To say
bold.
Plutonium 239.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, it says a coconut porter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so I'm going to find out if they deliver.
I'm interested to know what you think. I am back in Texas after a long trip, which is why I'm tired. I went on a family trip.
Yeah, you did.
Which I don't know if you got any other dads out there. No, I know we've got dads out there listening. Dads, you can be with me on this. That's not a vacation.
No.
As my friend said yesterday whenever I was talking to him about it, that's a work trip. I spent I drove 4,000 miles
Wow.
because we were pulling a trailer and my wife was not comfortable pulling the trailer. So I drove the entire time.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of things.
Okay.
In New Mexico, Arizona, California.
California.
And then back in, oh my gosh. And then back in Arizona before coming home.
Okay.
So but the last thing that we did was camp 2 days at the Grand Canyon.
Nice.
And it was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But some of my nieces and nephews in California gave me some sort of head cold. So that was a little bit more miserable.
Sure.
Not being able to breathe. And, not sleeping. But it was a good trip. I'm just tired.
Oh, yeah. You need a vacation from your vacation.
Yeah. Too bad I got to go to work. Pay for all these vacation days.
Oh, I took time off work to install a floor.
Yeah. You're a better man than me.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do. Okay. I'm going to open this. But so did I even say I've got Ziegenbock?
Ziegenbock, yes, that is a good one.
Because I'm back in Texas and I needed a Texas beer.
I feel like I had a Ziegenbock on the last show. Or no.
It was like 2 or 3.
No, it was a couple shows back. So did they give you a blurb?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Ziegenbock puts anything on the bottle, if I remember correctly.
I don't think so. No, they're it's a Texas twist on a German classic is all they say. And it's just a beautiful beer.
True.
So not quite as well known as Shiner, but if you've never had Ziegenbock, you need to.
It's still good. Okay, so I'm going to roll with the Plutonium and see if I can read this on the back because I'm getting the old man eyes. It says pairs well with nuts, chocolate, and steak. Those are all good things.
I mean, if I had to pick some stuff.
I mean, that's not bad. Not bad.
To pair well with.
Some good choices. So it says, if you like coconut and chocolate, this beer is for you.
Yeah, I don't like coconut.
No, I like coconut. It's lighter on the palate than you might think, which means it is okay. Man, bad high day. If the weather is warm and the food is rich, as beer, not bear. That says beer. There you go. As the beer breathes, the freshly roasted coconut begins to shine.
I said that last time, right? About every time I type beer and gear, I type
bear
and gear.
I would also say that these guys should probably choose a different font.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go.
It's a very black can.
Yes, it is. With a tiny white font.
Tiny white font.
All right, man.
You don't have your mug.
No, I have cans tonight. Cheers.
Cheers. I know what I think about this.
Smells good.
I'm interested.
Actually, that's not bad. It's got a Bockish type color, very similar to your Ziegenbock. I really don't taste coconut.
Okay.
I think I like that.
Maybe I'll try it.
It's brewed by the Manhattan Project Beer Company, Dallas, Texas.
We did have others of theirs, right?
Potentially. That name seems familiar.
No, I do. I think so. The Manhattan Project we had 2 of theirs. One of the other shows. Golly, I should know our shows better than I do.
Well, I was thinking about that when I was selecting these.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying that we need to build a site that kind of talks about all the beers.
Yeah.
And give some, give some a little bit of our review.
Mm-hmm.
But I just never get around to it.
No.
And it would also help when I'm trying to find a new beer to be able to go, oh, no, actually, we did have that one already.
Yeah, this seems like something that should be pretty easy for us to handle. But
pretzels.
I know some IT guys.
Pretzels.
So we talked about security last time.
We did.
We're going to talk a little bit more about security this time.
Yeah. Last time almost turned into my political treatise on not trusting the government.
Well,
I think we'll avoid that this time.
yeah. I mean, because yep.
So I think I'd like to start with the Cloudflare.
Cloudflare.
Pretzel in the mouth. The outage that they had back on June 12th, 2025 of this year. No doubt that pretty much everybody out there felt it in some way, because it seems like almost everybody uses Cloudflare in some way these days.
Yeah, what was they said the services, hold on, in their...
I mean, it pretty much knocked out everything they do.
Right, yeah, but in saying all of the things, they were talking about everything that they do, basically. And I was like, ooh. Workers KV, warp, access, gateway, images, stream, workers AI, turnstile, and challenges, auto rag, Xerez,
Yep.
and parts of the Cloudflare dashboard.
Yeah, images, stream, real time, workers AI, pages and workers assets, durable objects. I mean, it knocked out the CDN that they do. I mean, it was across the board. Just they're gone.
Yeah.
And then when you look into the actual root cause, it's kind of surprising. But what I haven't been able to find is the actual company who caused them to have the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you look
they
into
mentioned
it,
that, they're like, this wasn't us, but we should be more careful who we depend on.
correct.
And I was like, ooh, shots fired. You know who you are.
Yeah. So everybody just says a third-party storage company.
Oof.
Is that Amazon?
Right.
Is that Microsoft?
I mean,
Is that some other
they had another
vendor
problem
out there that I'm not aware of? But yeah, so they had disk issues, which caused cascading effects through all their service, which then cascaded out into everybody else who uses it. You couldn't get the sites. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, unfortunately, we've built these systems that everybody is so dependent upon.
Yeah.
And when they have a problem,
I'll
it
solve
it hits everything.
Yeah.
So I hear John C. Dvorak in my head. Now, it's not quite a one-for-one translation, but he usually gripes about microservices architecture. And so you have this multiple layers stacked, and all it takes is for one layer to say, I'm out, and the whole stack collapses. The system just can't handle that or recover from it. And so that's literally what happened here. They had their only storage provider have an issue. So, of course, everything is gone. Now, what they are saying is they're going to work on diversifying their storage so that if one goes, they can essentially try to recover.
I mean, are they talking about, I mean, I was going to say raid, but not raid, but like, are they talking about diversifying in terms of like some of their stuff will go down and not all of their stuff? Are they talking about like if they lose one, or are they talking about doing some sort of like redundancy where there's like, oh, nope, we switched to that?
The way that I interpreted what they said is they're actually going to bring in other additional storage providers. Now, how they plan on distributing their data across those for redundancy, they don't really go into a lot of detail.
Yeah, probably on purpose.
I'm sure. But so it would seem like once they get this implemented, because it's not, the last I checked, I don't think they're done yet. But the whole idea would be, okay, if this particular vendor goes down again, number one, they're probably never going to use them again. But the number two on that is they could roll over to whoever the additional providers are. So I'm going to assume that they have to have all their data across all of these in order to be able to handle that kind of an outage.
Yeah, I mean that's they're as dependent on themselves as everybody else is. So I do think like it would make more sense for there to be just straight redundancy in diversified locations. But I don't know. Like that's why they pay them big bucks, and I'm just sitting here doing this podcast with my beer.
There you go. And I think the other thing that was surprising to me is all these folks, they have their own data centers.
Yeah.
So I would have expected them to own their own storage. Apparently, that's not correct. So they must keep just the minimum that they need in whatever servers or white boxes that they're utilizing in the data center, and then they're depending on some other data center somewhere.
Yeah.
To give them the storage that they need. So I found that to be intriguing. And so now I'm sitting here going, okay, so does Microsoft own their own storage? Does Amazon own their own storage? Is this unique to Cloudflare? Well, actually, I know it's not, because this will dovetail into something that happened on the same day. But it was intriguing to understand that these guys don't own their own storage to some capacity.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like you said, they do, just not the level of storage that's necessary for. And I think that has a lot to probably do with that being more complicated than everybody gives it credit for.
Perhaps.
Server farms are not easy things.
No, not at all. But I would figure if you're building out these data centers, you're also building out the storage inside of it, but apparently not. So what also happened on that same day, but kind of went mostly unreported, and where I get my information from, was that Google Cloud had an outage because they used the same third-party vendor, whoever it is. So on that day when this happened, and for us, it first presented as a Spotify outage.
Yeah.
And then shortly thereafter, it was like, oh, no, actually, there's a Cloudflare outage. Okay, so that's probably why Spotify's down, because they probably leverage Cloudflare. And to some degree, that's probably true. But it seems like the bigger problem for Spotify on that day is they use Google Cloud Compute. And so when Google had the problem, they had the problem. And there may or may not have been some extra layer there with them potentially leveraging Cloudflare as well. But that was an outage that kind of went unannounced, kind of unnoticed. So again, Google, I would imagine that Google would have owned all their own storage, but apparently they don't.
No, they don't.
So to me, that was kind of telling.
I mean, I think you're right. I think it's a surprising thing, but I don't think that it's unreasonable to expect people to focus on what they're actually good at.
Sure.
And something tells me it is a difficult thing to do. Making sure that all those servers are going and functioning properly and doing what they're supposed to do and always connected and always, running, all of that. But it does seem like the kind of thing that's going to be kind of the lowest bidder. Somebody can do a bunch of that and then not, have to hit your, what do you call it? Capital line.
Oh yeah, the bottom line.
Yeah.
I got a little coconut that time. It wasn't bad.
Gross.
So
stop it.
I probably won't
stop trying to make it okay.
No. I won't go out of my way to probably buy it again. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's better than the porter that we had last time for Founders.
Oh.
I didn't remember the Porter's Founder being that way, but the breakfast stout is amazing.
Breakfast stout was amazing.
Yes.
So good.
I'll finish off this 6-pack probably by the end of the
show.
Well, no, no, I need to drive. End of the weekend.
End of the weekend.
End of the weekend. Yes.
You're definitely going to need one after you finish tomorrow. Goodness.
I'll go into that and into the Bock. The chicken beer. The chicken beer, man.
I don't know. That's a very funny name for a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're kind of taller cans too. So yeah. So this Cloudflare, I mean, that was crazy. I mean, we were sitting at work, and like I said, started with Spotify, and then it just kind of cascaded through other cloud systems that we use, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And it hit 8x8, our phone system, and of course they're all like, hey, what are we going to do? And I'm like, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
We're in the cloud. We're dependent upon these things, and when they go belly up,
so do we.
We got nothing.
This is one of those like, oh, everybody understands this when it comes to electricity. And they're like, okay, except I will tell you, there are some people that whenever the electricity goes out, they do like to, at the our location here, they do like to ask me if the internet is still working. In which case I'm always like,
for the moment.
I mean, we've probably got 20 minutes.
Yep.
But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And only because we're running these battery backups. Get off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny that, like, well, what I was saying is when people know that the electricity's gone out, they don't expect the air conditioning to work.
True.
I do still walk into rooms and try to flip on the lights.
Yes.
I mean, that's just a habit.
Yes, force of habit.
But it is very much like one of those things where now you see them, like, everybody doesn't understand the dependencies that are happening across different areas in order to make your phone work.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, well, I used to pick it up and hear the party line.
Very true. Well, you could tell them and go, well, if you let me buy an inverter generator,
yeah, right,
I could at least keep the student building online.
Yeah.
And then you can have all the internet you want.
I have mentioned it for when other things happen in that building that are going to change things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I do is mention things now.
Yep.
I was looking at the notable Cloudflare outages that have happened over the past few years. They had one in 2022 and one in 2023. And then
one of those, I think, was a hack.
Yeah. The 2022 was a configuration change. 23 was a network-wide issue caused by a brief outage affecting many websites and businesses. I don't know if that was a hack or not. And then there was one in 2024, and then 3 so far in 2025. February, June, and July.
Yes. So in 2023, they were compromised, but it had more to do with the breach in Okta than it had to do with Cloudflare. So again, all these interdependencies, you leverage Okta, they get hacked. Okay, where else can that person go?
Anyone that's using single sign-on with Okta? Yeah.
And again, if they get access to the admin side of Okta, game over.
Right.
Now, we would have the same thing at Pine Cove if somebody was to, and it has happened, but it was a very limited scope. But if somebody compromised Jump Cloud, they could come after anybody within it.
Yeah.
Now, the one that they had, I think was a year or so ago, but they were going after NGOs.
Really?
So, and they never quite said who it was. So I would assume going after NGOs, it's got to be a state actor.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking of what's been going on recently,
I mean, there's a few that are popping in my head.
I go to Russia, because they kicked all the NGOs out, and then potentially China as well. So, but it was intriguing that they
poor China
specifically went
to always potentially China.
They do some shady stuff.
Well, I'm saying. I think there was the one that we're going to talk about here in a second with another company was everybody was eyeballing China pretty hard for that.
Yeah, they were. Still are.
I guess we can just jump over there. So Microsoft got hacked.
Yeah, they did.
This was in July, though, right?
Yeah, this one just happened.
Okay.
So still pretty fresh. Not that the Cloudflare we just talked about wasn't too far back.
Well, there was another Cloudflare. We'll talk about that later, too.
Yeah.
There was another Cloudflare that happened later as well. But this Microsoft one...
It's still ongoing. That's what makes this one intriguing.
Still trying to figure out the extent.
Correct. And what this gets into is using SharePoint, which a ton of corporations use. But what's so far unique to this is it doesn't impact cloud, too many things. SharePoint online,
Mm-hmm.
it's local, running it on your own gear is where this is being impacted. So that's kind of intriguing.
Yeah. So if you were using SharePoint as the SharePoint server in like Microsoft, if you were using Microsoft SharePoint,
365,
you're fine. But
Currently.
if you were currently, oh gosh. But if you were running an instance of SharePoint on a server locally, there were a lot of those that got hit.
Yes,
They said 100 organizations
so far.
And then it turned into, no, I mean, I just kept reading the article and I was like, oh, 100. And then it was like, well, conservatively, we think 9,000. And I was like, what?
Wow. I hadn't read that number yet.
So a pool of potential targets remains vast, according to data from Shodan. This is from Reuters.
Yeah.
According to data from Shodan, a search engine that helps to identify internet linked equipment, over 8,000 servers online could theoretically have been compromised by hackers. Shadow Server put the number a little more than 9,000 while cautioning that figure was a minimum.
Yep.
So what they were saying is when they noticed a problem, and it was, what's that guy's name? Vaisha Bernard, chief hacker at iSecurity in the Netherlands, or a Netherlands-based cybersecurity firm. And he was doing a scan carried out with the Shadow Server Foundation, which you just gotta love Shadow Server. I mean,
yeah, good name.
Way to domain that bad boy.
Yeah.
Golly. Anyway, jealous. But they were saying that when they noticed that it was 100, like they were seeing traffic on around 100 different companies, different organizations. Can't even call them companies. Sorry, organizations, because some of them were definitely government.
Yep.
And everybody was notified that they could tell. It seemed to be mostly affecting United States and Germany.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this was the first time that this Microsoft weak spot, whatever you call it, security hole, vulnerability was used. So they don't know how many actually got hit. They
Correct.
just know how many, like, that they saw this activity on.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're saying 8,000, 9,000 conservatively. Like, that's the number of instances of a conservative number for the number of instances of SharePoint that were running not at Microsoft.
Yeah. And so what's also was intriguing in this
Yeah.
is this vulnerability was identified at a hacking event.
Really?
Yes.
That's what they were doing.
Yes. And so they know, obviously it was Trend Micro.
Okay.
And the hacker who did it was given $100,000. And of course they then go, hey, Microsoft, here's this, you need to go fix it. And so Microsoft pushed the fix, but it didn't fix it.
It didn't fix it, or people didn't run the...
Oh, no, it didn't fix it.
Oh, that sucks.
So, yeah. So, and then on top of that,
Oh, no.
they were then leveraging other known vulnerabilities, which probably comes down to people not doing proper patching.
Yeah.
Because there's I'm seeing 4 different ones here, and this one that's being leveraged. I forget the name of the company that has the new scale, but basically it goes from 0 to 10, and this particular issue was rated a 9.8. I mean, that's
serious.
The house is on fire. Drop everything. You need to go fix this now.
See, I got confused because in my reading or whatever, I was seeing that Microsoft was saying like, there's a fix. You need to run your updates, basically. But you're saying that the initial fix was not a fix.
No.
Oh,
no, because Microsoft themselves said there's a 0-day vulnerability. Here's the patch. Install this. And people did, but unfortunately, it still didn't completely fix the fix. So depending on how people were running SharePoint, somebody either had to be inside the network already, which once they're inside, it doesn't matter what you've got. It's game over.
Yeah.
But SharePoint, it's not uncommon as well for it to be accessible from the outside world. So if you're
because you're trying to talk to different things.
Correct.
You're trying
and you need access to the company data.
I mean,
so a hacker who's worth his salt is going to be able to find that opening in the firewall and be able to pull some back and go, oh, SharePoint. And no, these are the current vulnerabilities. Let's see how up to date they are.
Yep.
So, but again, once they got in, then they were able to leverage 3 other vulnerabilities. Now they're all from this year.
Yeah.
Because they're CVE-2025. So they're all recent things that have been discovered. So, but it's just crazy to think that I'm going to leverage the one, and then now I get to leverage all these others and run crazy. And, once they're in, they're pushing malware. They can
they're trying to open
data.
Up all kinds of vulnerabilities into your system.
Correct.
That they can then get back into.
Yeah.
Because now they're not just in one they're in the whole thing.
Correct. And so they were able to leverage this to obviously push ransomware, but then they were able to pivot into other systems, as you were referring to, and just spread their way through these internal networks. And so it turned into way more than just our SharePoint got compromised. It's company-wide.
See, what they should be doing is trying to take just fractions of a penny off of every.
Hello, Superman 3 and Office
hackers.
Space. And hackers.
And hackers. It eats itself. And then it's gone.
Yes.
And all the tankers. Never mind. Hack the Planet.
Hack the Planet, yes. The visuals in that show were crazy.
Oh my gosh. As ridiculous as some of it was not nearly as bad as I think there was a CSI or NCIS, one of those. It was NCIS where somebody was getting hacked and 2 people were on a single keyboard.
What?
Yeah. That makes it better.
Like sharing a piano?
Yeah. Okay. It was a little bit what? Have y'all don't know. That's not how this works.
Who's y'all's consultant?
Yeah.
Right. They should be shot.
Don't do that. Anyway, I don't watch the show, but somebody showed me a clip from it because I was, oh man. Wow. That was pretty great.
Wow.
So you're going to the Bock?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Cheers again. Do they give me...
Definitely on my second Ziegen here.
There's the ingredients.
8.8 ABV.
Nope. They just say, finally, a Texas-sized Bock. 1 can, 2 box.
What?
That's what it says. 1 can, 2 box.
Okay, well.
Fort Worth. 8.8.
That's why there's a cowboy riding an armadillo.
Yeah, there is.
Very, very Fort Worth, Texas.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff on here. Choo Choo Train.
So this is Wild Acre?
Wild Acre, yeah. Wild Acre Brewing.
I cannot overstate how much I'm enjoying my Ziegens over here.
Ziegen is good.
Yeah. It feels very much like a
Smells like a Bock.
heat beer. You know, like it's too hot outside, so I'm drinking this beer.
I would think that would be too dark of a beer for you on a hot day.
Oh no, it's still refreshing. All right, give us the whatever you call it, Imperial Bock. It said it was a Doppelbock.
Tastes like a Bock. I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
I mean, makes me think of Ziegen. Makes me think of Shiner.
Okay.
Yeah, it just tastes like a Bock.
So Wild Acre Brewing is in Fort Worth.
According to the can. Fort Worth, Texas. And then it also says Maine and Delaware. Oh, no. Ha, ha, ha. I can't read. Huh. Fort Worth, Texas, made. But the abbreviations.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, pay attention, idiot.
Well, there you go.
And then, of course, right next to it is Texas with the TX on it. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
It's a very Texas can.
It tastes like a Bock.
Mm-hmm. How dark is it? Can't tell in the can.
Well, you can see a little bit on the rim there. I mean, it just looks like a
normal.
Looks like a Bock.
Brown, kind of golden brown.
Brown, yeah, maybe a little bit darker brown. Yeah, it's a Bock.
Well, there you go.
So
way to go, Bock.
Yeah, Bock. Yeah. So
but no coconut. So
no coconut, and there's just a couple of swigs where I actually got the coconut. But yeah. So what's intriguing with the Microsoft hit is that it's still ongoing.
Yeah, they're still uncovering.
Yeah. So all these systems, I'm sure they're trying to put as many patches on as they can. And I would assume this instruction is going to change. But I was watching a video on YouTube about it, and they were saying that the government was telling various other parts of the government and third parties, if you don't have this patch installed by, I think it was like August 10th,
we're not touching you.
You're getting disconnected.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, I don't think I would even give them that long.
No.
I would give them 48 hours. You need to have this in.
Well, I mean, some of it feels like it should be even faster than that.
Sure.
The idea that there's this kind of vulnerability and it's been leveraged and they know that there's already a problem. Like, stop it.
Correct.
You don't give the gangrene 48 hours to see if it spreads to the arm.
No.
Like, just cut off the finger.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Cut it out.
Oh, nice.
There you go. There's your reference.
Took me back. That was, I mean, full hand. Y'all not being in the room is
TGIF.
Really sad for you because, I mean, it was full house, full hand.
Is that Dave Coulier?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God.
I seem to feel like he passed away recently.
You know who did pass away recently?
There was one today.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and then a couple of days ago was Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. It's not a good day for us.
No. I did see a video earlier today of a guy who actually gave Ozzy Osbourne a Bible within the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Because he had previously met him and he said, I'd love to read the Bible, but I can't understand the dadgum thing because it's in Old English. So this guy gave him a
new version.
He had his name embossed on the whole thing and gave it to him at the next Comic-Con type event that he saw him at.
Oh my gosh.
And so he catches them again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And runs into him again and like, oh, you can't believe the impact you've had on Dad. And they're like, come up to the hotel room after, and they're in the elevator, and Ozzy's like, whoa, I can't go up without my Bible. And they're like, what? And there's like all these people because he's at like some horror convention.
Yeah.
And these people are like, why is Ozzy talking about a Bible?
Excuse me, the
The Prince of Darkness
Prince
is
of
asking
Darkness
for his
is asking
Bible.
for his Bible.
Yeah.
Could somebody get the Prince of Darkness his Bible?
Yeah. So he made them wait while they went back in and got his Bible
Yeah.
to bring it up to his hotel room.
Yeah.
So I would have never picked Ozzy for a guy who was at least open to the gospel. Apparently he was.
I mean, he's British, so and he's always been Anglican because he's British. And now Anglican is a lot like, no, I'm not. I am not trying to defraud our Anglican brothers. It's a lot like being Baptist in the South.
Sure.
It's a lot like being culturally Jewish.
Okay.
In England, Anglican means you're English.
Yeah.
That you have a long line of English ancestors is what it feels like. So the idea that I heard a long time ago that Ozzy Osbourne was a member of the Anglican Church didn't really surprise me. But when you actually listen to the War Pig is not about anything that I feel like the church should be worried about. There in terms of what he's actually going after. It seemed like in his lyrics.
Yeah.
So I was, and anybody who watched the Osbournes, I think you got to see like the humanity of this guy.
Ozzy or Sharon.
That was awesome. And I've always got a soft spot in my heart for Parkinson's victims. My grandfather had victims. That makes it sound like it's not a disease. Parkinson's patients.
Yep.
My grandfather had Parkinson's. It's hard to watch.
Yep.
And you just listen to him talk and you don't expect that to be the voice that's making the voice that you hear in Black Sabbath. Anyway, all that to say, like that was a tough one. And then today, Hulk Hogan. My wife sent me a text.
Yeah.
I was like, I think she sent it to me because my son is actually a little bit obsessed with.
He's a Hulkamaniac.
Yeah, he's a Hulkamaniac.
What are you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania comes down on you?
Oh my gosh. But that was one of the ones, like when I was Cade's age, when I was my son's age, like I was him
and Andre the Giant.
Oh my gosh, I had the two little rubber wrestling.
Yes,
I didn't have the ring. I wanted the ring.
Ultimate Warrior in that same time frame. Yeah,
a lot of
Randy the Macho Man.
Randy Savage, Macho Man, Ric Flair.
Yes. Whoa.
The Undertaker was always a favorite.
Yes.
I played the, whatever the wrestling Nintendo game was.
And see, I would have thought, growing up the son of a pastor, that would have been like frowned upon.
Oh, it was. I definitely didn't do this at home.
Okay.
This was not widely.
Not a family sanctioned event.
No. And the two little wrestling characters that figures that I had were not purchased by my family. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So
okay.
But I had Andre the Giant and Hulk.
And Hulk Hogan apparently was a recent convert to Christianity, I hear.
I mean, that's what I said.
So
him and his blonde family.
Yes.
So, I mean, I hope that's true. That's always
absolutely
the hope that we all have inside of that. But again, the persona with both of these guys, the persona, larger than life and just irreverent as can be because of what it requires to be at the top of that game. And then you see them as actual human beings later on in life, and you're like, oh, yeah, I think probably could have sat down and had a beer with either one of these guys.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
been just fine
Yeah.
in terms of having something to connect on.
Yeah.
Because anyway, I did see a video a long time ago of a little kid coming up to Hulk and doing the whole spiel, and it was just amazing.
I'm sure he got a kick out of it.
It had to, like he looked like he did. I mean, he reciprocated, so it was awesome. But this little dude, and I don't know if that's also because I guess with both of those guys, they were more in my timeline, and then to see younger generations interact with them is kind of a funny thing, especially since they're supposed to be so scary.
Correct. So yeah, I never would have pictured Ozzy as potentially having a relationship with Jesus, but perhaps he did.
Perhaps he did.
So
he sure seemed to love his family.
Absolutely.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely, yes.
That, again, is one of those. That's what I think of whenever I think of C.S. Lewis talking about there being desires in us that are beyond what this world can provide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was surprising to hear about Hulk Hogan. Sounded like it was pretty sudden.
Yeah. Sad day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate to end this on a downer like that.
Well, then let's go to the Cloudflare 1.1.1.1.
Yeah, Cloudflare 1.1.1.1.
On July 14th.
July 14th, folks, 2025.
Not that it's uplifting to talk about an outage, but it's better than the bummer of somebody dying.
A complex routing incident resulted in the unavailability of Cloudflare's public DNS resolver for about an hour.
Let me translate that for you. We screwed up.
All right, who plugged in the loop?
Yeah.
I'm taking back a few years now to when the entire IT department followed Chris Kincaid to one building on our property in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
It's hot. We're all sweating.
We did some poor man sleuthing that day.
And we just walked around this building.
Till we found it.
Plugging and unplugging cables.
It was crazy because we had no way to kind of detect it. So it was like, okay, so...
I mean, this is over a decade ago.
Yeah. So we pulled the plug on the site-to-site T1.
Yeah.
Which was the Ranch Timbers, Bluffs, and Shores.
Right.
It didn't stop. It was like, okay, so we can eliminate those properties.
They're fine.
Pull the towers. Nope.
It's in the woods.
It's got to be the woods because you pull the woods and you're like, boom, it's immediately gone. It's like, all right, it's definitely at the woods.
And we could have, honestly, though, it was at the woods.
It was at the woods.
Everybody knew it was at the woods.
So get to the woods and you start disconnecting individual buildings until it's like, oh, it's in the media. It's at the Mr. T.
Of course, it's in the media department.
And then you're running around the Mr. T trying to find it. And I don't remember who found it.
It wasn't me.
But somebody found where the singular network cable, both ends were plugged into the same switch.
Yeah.
And this is before we had the ability to have switches that could eliminate these problems.
Yeah, these were very dumb switches.
Yeah, they were.
And it was just repeating the fire out of whatever.
Oh, man, the bridge loop was, ugh. There was the force was strong in that bridge loop.
Okay, all the phones are down. What happened? Okay, now we can't do anything. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. And as soon as you unplug one end, boom. It was an immediate change.
Yep.
And it's just like, guys, let's not do that again. If you just see a random cable and one end is unplugged,
plug it in.
Don't plug it in.
You don't know. If you don't know what you're doing, don't act like you know what you're doing.
Correct. Oof. Yeah. So this one was very much they screwed up.
Yeah.
I I don't know.
This was caused by an internal configuration error and not a BGP hijack.
Yeah. And they reference Anycast, which is intriguing because I tend to link Anycast with IPv6.
Okay.
Not so much IPv4. So that I found that intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not surprised that they would be trying to leverage IPv6 because eventually I'll need to get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, somebody didn't test their config changes well.
Yeah, I will tell you, like, we had not a similar, because it's not nearly as big, but the same type of, like, IPv6. So Wi-Fi 6, I think, even though we're at Wi-Fi 7, is still not used by a lot of different people.
Yep.
And so Wi-Fi 6 has some security options that if you're not careful with the way you do your configurations on your network can cause some issues with older devices.
Yep.
I think that's what happened to us that one day that I got in trouble for certain Wi-Fi devices not connecting when they should have.
So were you doing stuff with WPA3?
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
But in trying to fix the endpoint issue we were having with that one AP, I think that I caused a problem.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay,
just not letting too much out of the bag there, but
well,
it is. I know for sure it can be kind of a tricky thing.
Sure.
In trying to understand some of the new configuration that's necessary.
Yeah.
With these, I mean, what's great about 6 and 7 is this ability to do higher end security.
Yep.
But it doesn't work with any of the older devices.
No.
So we got to wait.
Yeah, you got to let all of it. Well, yeah, I guess what you've got is you could make sure that all of your church-owned devices can support it.
Yeah, they can't.
And then you could move staff.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to leave guests backwards.
Yep.
Because you can't guarantee that everybody coming to the church on a
Remember, we're not
Wednesday or a
we
Sunday.
didn't get to spend all of the money that we had asked for. So
no,
there's a lot of devices that aren't capable of
2 consecutive budgets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean that happens.
2.5.
2.5.
And I'm supposed to have my new budget ready. Oh, we need to talk about that when we get off the show.
Okay.
I need to have that in the next 6 days.
Okay. Now I will say,
just talking a little business here on the podcast.
Yeah. Since and I hate to say this as a Microsoft guy.
Yeah.
But since we stopped leveraging Windows servers for DNS,
sure seems like some of those
it seems to
problems
have fixed some of the issues.
Yeah.
Which is intriguing.
Yeah.
I want to understand why.
Well, sure.
Because DNS should just simply be DNS.
Right.
And I also understand that a ton of problems on a network generally point to DNS.
Right.
So I would love to know why dropping Windows DNS and using the internal DNS of the Unify gear seems to have fixed the problem with that U7 access point.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So, all right. Sounds like we have something to talk about when we wrap up.
Yeah. We don't have a boost.
No, there's no boost.
Jason, I mean, I've been on vacation. Where have you been?
We praised you on the previous episode. And
especially since you said such nice things.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Now we have to chastise you again.
And you looked in the right place this time.
I did.
So it's not our fault.
No, we didn't overlook it.
Anyway.
Should probably give my my current boss a hard time too, because I think he still listens.
Listen, Michael.
Oh.
Figure out how SATs work.
Yes. Let me tell you what app to use.
Yeah, y'all need to be using Podcast 2.0.
2.0. Fountain's a good one. Crosses iOS and Android.
Yeah, it is. Fountain.fm.
Mm-hmm. Cast-O-Matic is a good one, again, if you're on iOS.
What was the other one that we did, or that I was looking at? I don't think it was. This was when we were trying to figure out the live stuff. That I was looking at all these other ones.
On the Android side, I like Podcast Addict.
Podcast Addict. That's the one that you were talking about.
Yep.
And that's when I found out that it was Android.
Android only. Yeah, of course. I have an Android phone.
And thanks for that.
Podcast Guru is another good one if you have Android.
Okay.
Technically, that live stream is successful in what I did. But your app has to support .m3u.
Oh my gosh.
And not be looking for .m3u8, which also translates to HLS, which is more video driven, but we just want the audio side. So I've got to figure out the HLS piece to see, can I run something internally or would it require something in the cloud?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, but it was a success. I was able to listen to myself in about a 10-second delay.
Wow.
On my phone, which was amazing. So set up that IceCast server, was using Butt with 2 T's to talk to IceCast, and then it going out. So that was cool to be able to just throw that off on an old Dell PC that I had, and had it running on Windows, had it running on Linux as well. And it was like, this is amazing. But unfortunately, IceCast doesn't run what these apps are mostly looking for.
Really?
Yeah, because they all want the M3U8. Because apparently M3U is more of a playlist, where the M3U8 is that HLS stream. So.
Yeah, that's definitely better for live.
Yeah. So once I get the flooring done.
Sorry, that was.
Since my wife. Yes. Since my wife is out of town, I want to try to figure out the M3U8 HLS option. I don't know how far I'll get into it. Oh, the chips. Members mark, baby. Whoop. Spared no expense.
Spared all the expense.
Yeah, and if you've been hearing me crunch on the pretzels, they are great value, but they're pretty good to me.
Mini pretzel twists. Sometimes you got to go budget to get the stuff that you actually want.
To get the good beer?
To get the good beer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. See you, everybody.
Come on. Come on. When I first started college, when I went running, after 5 minutes, I'd start feeling a burning in my chest. And it was just me sucking in soot and smog. The smog was so bad, it was like, you might die.